Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. The Ship of Flames burning event just went live. If you don't know what's a burning event yet, this is basically an event where you can throw your trash that you don't need anymore into the oven and you can just burn it. And every time you throw something of value into the oven, you get these points. The E-coins are the ones with the diamond here, and then you have the flame coins this time. Those flame coins are the ones that are counting towards the bar that you see here with the 10 levels on the top, and the other ones are the ones that you can actually spend inside of the burning shop. And of course, the higher tier miners give more points. As you can see here, the party unpacking gives like 28k points and it has 3.5p in mining power. And the Paper Jones, that weird one that we were talking about a week ago or something when there was this sale, that one apparently gives 8k points. So if you actually followed this strategy, what I say, to purchase these packages, you should have around 32 of these Paper Jones. So you can already burn a lot of papers to get like a lot of points here basically for free. And if you are throwing some stuff in the oven, you always have the chance to speed things up here for 2 Rollertoken, and then you will automatically get those points, as I said. And the first thing that we can receive is the place boosted. This one is a fairly weak miner. I think all of the first rewards are fairly weak. This one has only 100k mining power, the Crypto Cola. Then the next one here is the Vaporwave Voyager with 300k in mining power. Then the Sweet Noel. This one has a good bonus power, so I think starting the fourth reward up here, it's already getting a lot better. This one also has 440k in mining power. Here with 177k points we get the Solar, and this one is also a fairly good miner with 600k in mining power. The next one is the Shamaniac, and this one also has 800k in mining power. Here it starts getting really good, but also of course look at the number of points that you already need to reach this. This time we need a lot more burning points than the last burning event, so I don't know if a lot of people will be able to reach all the way here to the top. But if you would be able to get past the 300k, then the next one is the Royal Necklace here with 1.3p in mining power. The next thing is the Solar, and this one is now an upgraded version on tier 3 and has 1.7p in mining power. The Solar also has a fairly high bonus power, so this miner is really good. With 1.2 million points you get the Nebula, and this one has 5p in mining power, so we have an absolute insane increase from this reward to this reward in mining power talking. And the next last reward here is the Beer Hole, and this one has 7p in mining power. I think none of the miners can be actually sold in the marketplace, so you could, if you already have them, throw them back into the oven and get some more burning points. And even though you reach the last reward here already, then you will still receive those E-coins, and these ones you can actually spend inside of the burning shop. And when you continue burning with 2 million points, you can purchase the rare last sale. This miner is absolutely crazy, guys. It has 124p and 50% bonus power. It costs you 2 million of these event points, and this miner is definitely really crazy, but also it's highly likely that most of us will not be able to actually achieve 2 million points throughout the event, because if you would make the calculation here with a miner that gives like 8k points, this one has 1p in mining power. This is very similar to the paper miner that we could receive down here, and this one is approximate like 2 Rollertoken or something. That would mean that you would need to burn like 500 Rollertoken worth of miners to actually get to 2 million points in this case, if we go with the only paper miner burning, and that is quite expensive in my opinion. And then of course you have the next miners here with 1 million points and 500,000 points, which this one only has like 40% of the mining power but costs still 250 Rollertoken approximate to reach, and this one is even worse. It is a little bit too expensive for the stats, I would say. This one is like 25% of the actual price of this one, so it would still cost you around 125 Rollertoken to reach the 18p miner here, and probably there's some better deals at some point than spending that much money here into this miner, but that's just my opinion. Of course, if you have a lot of stuff standing around that's not resellable in the marketplace, then you can just burn it, go for the last sale, even if it's only the tier 1 version here, because the miner itself is actually really good. And the next thing that we can get is the This Is Fine miner. This one costs 350k points, and this one has 9p in mining power, so this is also really good, but maybe a little too expensive as well, because if you could reach 350k points, then it's not so much more to get a miner that has double the amount of base power. And my point is that this is kind of an all-in approach, because the higher or the more all-in you go in this case, the more base mining power you get and the crazier bonus percentages. In this kind of event, it's all in or nothing in my opinion. So if you could only afford, let's say, Aegis of Ultramar, because you can only reach 50,000 event points and you get here to this first reward, to the Vaporware Voyager for example, then I think what's better than purchasing this miner here is the all-in approach, and now you you can just go and gamble, because in my opinion at this point it would be better to just try to gamble and get something with a lot more value, even though you have a chance to basically get nothing in return, than the actual things that you can purchase here. Because let's think about the all-in approach again, and your all-in is 50,000 points. Purchasing 5 of those chests here will give you a chance to receive up to 500 roller token, and of course also a very good miner with 1.4p. It's probably very unlikely to get like those jackpot things, but even if you would get only, let's say, a legendary wire here, there are like 15 to 20 roller token in between that, so you would get a lot more value out of the chance of these boxes here than the 800k mining power Aegis. So I think in this case that would be the moment I would go and gamble. But if your all-in would mean that you get to 2 million points, seeing that inside the chest this time we cannot actually get those miners that you see down here, then that all-in would mean I would go only for the maximum reward that you can see here, or basically if my all-in would be the 1 million points, then I would purchase this one. But at that point I would definitely not gamble anymore, because then it's basically a surefire thing to get these crazy miners here instead of maybe 0.1 roller token all the time. But definitely that's one of the decisions that you have to make. And the other stuff that you see here is kinda useless, I would say. They are really weak miners for the price that you would need to pay for them. And of course we have a second chest, and here you can get only miners, and the best one has 10p in mining power, but the lowest one is the roller miner S4 with 1k in mining power. So the better chest in my opinion is the dusty crate, where you can get like a lot of variety of things, and here's a lot of things inside that actually have a real high value, like the legendary hashboards for example with like 70 roller token, or the 500 roller token itself. If you lack a little bit of burning fuel, then this crafting offer that's around for another 48 hours is actually pretty good. The first miner here, the American Empire, has 1.2p. It comes already merged on tier 3, and it costs only 20 green parts, so this is really inexpensive to craft. And the actual burning event gives you more points the higher upgraded miners you throw inside of here. So if you are a fairly new player, then this is one approach that you could do. You could purchase those green parts on the marketplace, craft this one, and then basically just throw it in the oven. But of course you would need to make the calculation if that is worth it for you, because this miner, while it gives you a lot more burning points, maybe for the price that you're spending to make this and throw it in the oven, you could just simply purchase something better in the marketplace. The other miners that you see here, like the Midas Vault and also the Maga miner, complete crazy crafts. This one is relatively inexpensive. It costs less than 100 green parts and only 1 roller token to click the crafting button, and it has 4p of mining power already. And the Maga miner, this craft is complete insane, guys. This one costs you around like 40 roller token estimated, maybe a little less even, and this one has 8p in mining power and I believe 11% bonus power, so this is completely crazy for the price. And you can definitely, if you cannot participate in the burning event, consider to craft this miner here, and also all of the other miners that you see in the crafting offer. Another thing ongoing is the Flames race. This one is going to be around only for the first day of the burning event, and the best reward that you can receive is 1k season tokens and also a miner that has 9p in mining power and 7.5% bonus power. Of course it is very unlikely the earlier you start to enter into this race that you are actually going to win this, because there's some people that already purchased everything inside of the burning shop and they have all of these big rewards already because they speed up their burning event process, and they already have like 3 million plus points. So this is completely crazy, guys. So if you're a new player, don't be discouraged by this. The burning events are a fairly end game event, I would say. So if you cannot really participate and get the craziest stuff from the burning event and neither the race and stuff, then that is not a problem, because you are going to grow at some point and then you will be able to participate in burning events too. And I hope that you guys will have a lot of fun throwing your stuff that you don't need anymore into the oven. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any more questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I see you in the next one. Bye!